Alright, so we're going to be talking about another book sent to me by my friend Chris. Chris, thank you once again, bro. And today we're going to be talking about Mace Windu, the Twilight Run. This was a miniseries written by... Mark Bernardin. Hope I'm saying that last name right. Artwork by Georges Genti, Dexter Vines, and Andrew Dahlhaus. Again, I'm pretty sure I butchered all those names. And basically, this was a Star Wars miniseries that focused on I think this was kind of meant to be like the starting point for like miniseries focusing on different Jedi. I can't confirm if that was the thought process behind it, but I heard somewhere that was kind of the thought, like that was the original idea. If they were going to do like several different Jedi. They were going to do several different like Jedi stories focused on various different Jedi throughout the Council and set during the high point of the Jedi during, I think, between the 10-year gap between episode 1 and 2. But again, I can't confirm if that was the actual plan or not, so couldn't tell you. So what did I think of this book? Mace Windu getting his own 4-issue spin-off. You know, a lot of these Star Wars comics have been, like the ones I've read at least, have been, from the most part, good to really excellent. The last one I really read that really made me go, holy shit, that was awesome, was the Yoda book. Although I have been following the Vader books, and I have been meaning to get the 10th and final volume of Greg Pak's Vader run, which is basically the end of the Darth Vader ongoing books in general. So, I was excited for this because I was like, Mace Windu getting a mini-series all about him? That's so cool. And then it became so not that. So the story is that it focuses on Mace Windu. Basically, he's tasked by Yoda to find this smuggler who has found a new form of coaxium fuel in order to bring it to the Senate. So Mace is sent to this planet. He meets the smuggler, and they get caught up in what is essentially shenanigans. Like, that's really what it is straight up, no holds bar shenanigans, nothing more, nothing less. They are essentially, this smuggler and Mace are attacked by a diminutive bounty hunter. I can't remember the species name, but it's the same one who was Babu Fink from the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Does anyone I don't fucking care. I didn't care for Babu Fink at all. So it's just one of his race, and also some religious zealots who have staff similar to the Grievous's bodyguard, so we can get a lightsaber fight in there. The comic is really... I understand that Mace Windu is a hard character to write. I've seen multiple like Star Wars writers talk about like Mace Windu is a difficult man to write. Here, they write him so un-Mace Windu at several points. He's basically like threatening violence on several characters. He's also trying to be superior. There's a great moment that kind of embodies this thought process where the smuggler, who I don't bother with her name, she's kind of boring, where basically Mace is, they're trapped by these giant worms, and Mace takes out his lightsaber, tries to cut it, but the lightsaber bounces off the hide. And then later, she goes, you know, you could have just killed them and make it easier. And he's like, yes, I could have killed them, but they're just animals. I have no right to take their lives. I'm like, so we all saw that, like, he tried to kill them first. Like, that was the first move, and now he's suddenly saying, oh no, they're just beasts, they don't know any better. What the fuck? Like, no, really, what the fuck is that kind of thought process? Like, if that was the first option, then it was like, oh, well, I have to fight them, then yeah. But you didn't know they had, like, an impenetrable hide, so how could you have known? The villains in here are just bleh. The adventure itself doesn't really... It's just a lot of snappy dialogue that's just quippy, and it's just quip after quip after quip. And the artwork is just... It gets progressively worse. Like, I don't know what it is. The artwork just gets so progressively worse in this book. It's like a slow downward slide for this book. This really does feel like someone who wanted to tell an awesome Mace Windu story, but just could, fit like 5 different ideas in here and didn't know how to execute any of them. And again, it sucks because Mace Windu is really cool. Like, I really like Mace Windu. But this felt like a pretty bad, like it was just 4 issues, 5 if we're counting, like, because the first story involves, like, basically a kickoff for his story from a Free Comic Book Day short story. But, yeah, the comic just feels like it has too many ideas. None of them are interesting. None of the characters are fascinating. The only thing is that the smuggler is from the same homeworld as Mace Windu, and we actually get to talk a bit about Mace's homeworld, which is kind of cool. But other than that, this just feels like someone who wanted to write the character, but then realized, oh shit, I don't know how to write the character. You ever have one of those moments? Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna say pass on this one. I feel bad too, but Chris always tells me to be honest. And yeah, speaking of Chris, thank you once again, bro. And other than that, if you've read this comic, comment below, let me know what you guys thought of this. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.